Bandeham Shri Guru Shriyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishakam Vitam Sya Om Jnana Timarandasya Jnanajana Shalakaya Shakshurun Milidam Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Namah Gauravabhishtam Supurakam Guruganara Sishasambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samasta Veda Nipunam Shirupa Patanugam Govindabhidam Ujwalam Bharatanum Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Mande Vishwagurun Shah Divyat Bhagavad Premna Vibhija Pranam Devam Divyatanum Suchandavaranam Balarka Shailanshitam Sandrananda Puram Sadeka Varanam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Sarasvatanam Baram Banditam Shubharam Mareka Sharanam Nyashishvara Sridharam Mansha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavenibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratavishe Namah. So we're hearing from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, translation and commentary by Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. This is Antya-lila chapter 3, the glories of Srila Haridas Thakur. Okay. 1. Bandeham Shri Guru Shriyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Paran Sahagana Lalita Shivishakam Vitam Sya. I offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of my spiritual master and of all the other preceptors on the path of devotional service, unto all the Vaishnavas and unto the 6 Goswamis, including Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and their associates. I offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Advaita Acharya Prabhu, Sri Nityananda Prabhu, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as well as all his devotees headed by Srila Thakur. I then offer my respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Lord Krishna and Srimati Radharani and all the gopis headed by Lalita and Vishaka. Jaya Jaya Gaura Chandra Jaya Nityananda Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all glories to Sri Nityananda Prabhu, all glories to Sri Advaita Acharya, and all glories to all the devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Purushottame ek Udiya Brahmana Kumar Pitrishunya Mahasundar Mridu Vyavahar. In Jagannath Puri there was a young boy who had been born of an Arisan Brahmin, but had later lost his father. The boy's features were very beautiful and his behavior was extremely gentle. Prabhustane Nitya Aishe Kore Namaskar, Prabhusane Bat Kohe Prabhu Pranatar, Prabhu Te Tahara Priti, Prabhu Doya Kore, Damodara Tara Priti, Sahite Na Pare. The boy came daily to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and offered him respectful obeisances. He was free to talk with Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because the Lord was his life and soul. But the boy's intimacy with the Lord and the Lord's mercy toward him were intolerable for Damodar Pandit. Parbar Nisheda Kore Brahmana Kumare Prabhurena Dekite Se Rohite Na Pare. Damodar Pandit again and again forbade the son of the Brahmin to visit the Lord, but the boy could not bear staying home and not seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nityai se Prabhu tare kore Mahaprita Jahapriti Taha Aishe Balakararita. The boy came every day to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who treated him with great affection. It is the nature of any boy to go see a man who loves him. Tahadeki Damodara dukkha payamane, bolitena pare, balak nishedana mane. This was intolerable for Damodar Pandit. He became greatly unhappy, but there was nothing he could say, for the boy would ignore his restrictions. Aradin se balak prabhustani aila, gosai tare priti kore bharta puchila. One day, when the boy came to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord very affectionately inquired from him about all kinds of news. One day when the boy came to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord very affectionately inquired from him about all kinds of news. Katakane se balak ute jabe gela, sahitena pare damodara kahite lagila. After some time, when the boy stood up and left, the intolerant Damodar Pandit began to speak. Anyo Padeshe Pandit Kohe Gosai Ratai, Gosai Gosai Ebe, Janimu Gosai. Damodar Pandit impudently said to the Lord, everyone says that you are a great teacher because of your instructions to others, but now we shall find out what kind of teacher you are. So he uses the word Gosai, like a Goswami, very respectful title, but he's saying, everyone calls you Gosai, but now let's see, are you really a Gosai or not? Damodar Pandit was a great devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sometimes, however, a person in such a position becomes impudent, being influenced by the external energy and material consideration. Thus, a devotee mistakenly dares to criticize the activities of the spiritual master or the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Despite the logic that Caesar's wife must be above suspicion, a devotee should not be disturbed by the activities of his spiritual master and should not try to criticize him. A devotee should be fixed in the conclusion that the spiritual master cannot be subject to criticism and should never be considered equal to a common man. Even if there appears to be some discrepancy according to an imperfect devotee's estimation, the devotee should be fixed in the conviction that even if a spiritual master goes to a liquor shop, he is not a drunkard. Rather, he must have some purpose in going there. It is said in a Bengali poem, Jajapi Nityananda Sura Barijai Tatapiyo Hoy Nityananda Rai. Even if I see that Lord Nityananda has entered a liquor shop, I shall not be diverted from my conclusion that Nityananda Rai is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So what we'll see here is that Damodar Pandit is very critical and elsewhere is described Damodar Pandit's behavior, that he tried to hold Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to a set of etiquette or social or spiritual conventions that weren't even important to him, to he himself. He didn't consider those guidelines as important for himself, but he thought that Mahaprabhu should be the supreme luminary. So he thought he'll criticize Mahaprabhu about something that he won't even consider as behavior, something that he should be held accountable to his own criticism. But that's done out of affection for the Lord. And I remember also Govinda Maharaj said about himself, this is looking at it from the other angle, Govinda Maharaj said that when Guru Maharaj was present, I could do whatever I wanted, and I had the supreme authority. But he said afterwards, now I considered that I had to be subject to the consideration of democracy. Now that Guru Maharaj, because before he could do everything in Guru Maharaj's name, and he knew he always had Guru Maharaj's backing. But when Guru Maharaj left, when Srila Maharaj left, Govinda Maharaj said, I had to be more conscious about how to consider democracy and the voices of others. So, sometimes from both sides, the consideration is there's always going to be some critics that will hold somebody, or especially the leader, to some norms that they themselves don't exercise for themselves. And from the other side, sometimes as a leader, when you could do something in the name of your spiritual master, then you always you had that, consider that you always had that backing. But when our spiritual master leaves, then everybody has a voice. That's a natural thing. Ebe gosaira gunajash sab loke gaibe, tabe gosaira pratishta purushottame hoibe. You are known as Gosai, teacher or acharya. But now talk about your attributes, and reputation will spread throughout the city of Purushottama, or Jagannath Puri. How your position will be impaired. Shuni Prabhu kohe kya kaha Damodar, Damodar kahe tumi Svatantri Ishwar. Shuni Prabhu kohe kya kaha Damodar, Damodar kahe tumi Svatantri Ishwar. Although Mahaprabhu knew that Damodar Pandit was a pure and simple devotee, upon hearing this impudent talk to the Lord, the Lord said, "My dear Damodar, what nonsense are you speaking?" Damodar Pandit replied, "You are the independent personality of Godhead, beyond all criticism." So, Mahaprabhu kya kaha? It's translated here as, "What nonsense are you speaking?" But Mahaprabhu, could also, that's what it means. But Mahaprabhu said, "What are you saying? What are you saying? What's your point?" Swachande achar kara ke pare bolite mukara jagatera muka para achadite. How are you doing?
Good.
All right. My dear Lord, you can act as you please. No one can say anything to restrict you. Nevertheless, the entire world is impudent. People can say anything. How can you stop them? Pandita hayamane kene bicharna kora rande brahmanira bolake priti kene kora. Dear Lord, you are a learned teacher. Why then don't you consider that this boy is the son of a widowed Brahmani? Why are you so affectionate to him? Jajapi Brahmani se tapasvi sati tatapi taharado sundare juvati. Although the boy's mother is completely austere and chaste, she has one natural fault. She is a very beautiful young girl. Tumiha parama juva parama sundar lokera kanakani bate deha abasar. And you, my dear Lord, are a handsome, attractive young man. Therefore, certainly people will whisper about you. Why should you give them such an opportunity? As a simple and staunch devotee of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Damodar Pandit could not tolerate criticism of the Lord, but unfortunately, he himself was criticizing the Lord in his own way. The Lord could understand that it was because of Damodar Pandit's simplicity that he impudently dared criticize him. Nevertheless, such behavior by devotee is not very good. So Damodar Pandit is acting in this here like a critic, and Mahaprabhu has affection for this young boy who likes him very much and comes to see him and ask him questions. And Damodar Pandit can't stand that the boy comes and sees the Lord. It seems like, why? This person's interested. And then Damodar Pandit says, because his mother is a widow, she's widowed and she's very beautiful. So it's not good that you show so much affection to this boy because people will think you're trying to get at his mother. But actually, he's doing it Damodar Pandit is criticizing the Lord out of affection, but really the point is not very well taken. It's not like, because you're friends with somebody, you're trying to see their mother, So a widow, attractive widow. Etta bole Damodar mona hoila Antare Santosha Prabhu Hase Bicharila. Having said this, Damodar Pandit became silent. Mahaprabhu smiled, pleased within himself, and considered the impudence of Damodar Pandit. Ihare kohiye shuddha primera taranga Damodar samamora nahi antaranga. Mahaprabhu thought, this impudence is also a sign of pure love for me. I have no other intimate friend like Damodar Pandit. So Mahaprabhu regarded Damodar Pandit with much affection because Damodar Pandit's dear to Mahaprabhu, but he thought, this Damodar Pandit's raising these points and he is over-critical of me because of his affection for me. Mahaprabhu understands that it's Damodar's Pandit's affection for him that's making him criticize. Still, it's not very good, that's like speaking to Mahaprabhu and judging his actions. So it'll show how Mahaprabhu handles it. It's very nice. Eteka bichare Prabhu madhyane chalila aradine damodare nibrite bolaila. Thinking in this way, Mahaprabhu went to perform his noon duties. That means he went to take his bath, bathe in the sea. The next day he called Damodar Pandit to a solitary place. Prabhu kohe Damodara chalaha nadia mataras samipe tumi raha tahajana. The Lord said, my dear friend Damodar, you had better go to Nadia and stay with my mother. Toma bina tahara rakaka nahidekian amake hajate tumi koila sabadan. I see no one but you to protect her, for you are so careful that you can caution even me. Tomasama nirapeka nahi moragane, nirapeka nahile dharma najai rakane. You are the most neutral among my associates. This is very good, for without being neutral, one cannot protect religious principles. Ama hoite je na hoy, se toma hoite hoy, amare korila danda, ana keba hoy. You can do whatever I cannot. Indeed, you can chastise even me, what to speak of others. Matara grihe rahaje, matara charane, tomarage nahibe karo swachandana charane. It is best for you to go to the shelter of my mother's lotus feet, for no one will be able to behave independently in front of you. Madhye madhye asiba kabu amara darshane, shigra kore punatahan korahagamane. At intervals you can come see me here, and then soon again go there. Matare kohia mora kote namaskare mora shuka kata kahe shuka da dihatare. Offer my mother millions of my obeisances. Please speak to her about my happiness here and thus give her happiness. Nirantara nijakata tomare sanaite elagi prabhu more pataila ihate. Tell her that I sent you to inform her of my personal activities so that she may share in my happiness. Ete kohe mataramane santosha janmaya araguha katatare smarana karaya. Speaking in this way, satisfy the mind of my mother Sachi. Also remind her of one most confidential incident with this message from me. Bari bari ashi ami tomara bhavane mistana bhyanjana sab koriye bhojane. I come to your home again and again to eat all the sweetmeats and vegetables you offer. Bhojana koriye ami tumi tahajan baya virahetaha swapna koriman. You know that I come and eat the offerings, but because of external separation, you consider this a dream. So it's interesting how Mahaprabhu handles this incident. Damodar Pandit is trying to warn the Lord about, this boy's mother is very beautiful, so people think the wrong way that you're showing so much affection to her son. But then Mahaprabhu says, so you're very neutral and you're very good at keeping things in the proper place. And I'm worried about my mother because she's in Bengal and she's there alone. Of course, she has the devotees with her. But if you go there, you can kind of watch over and see that she's okay. And you can spend some time there and then you can come back here. But it's a very smart way because in a sense, Mahaprabhu's in Jagannath Puri, his mother's in Bengal. So he's sending Damodar Pandit, who criticized him, he's sending him to Bengal. Okay, take care of my mother, see that she's okay. Then you can come back here. It's like a way of, okay, you want to be critical? Then let your criticism do some good also. Because then you can watch over and see that nothing goes on in Bengal, and you can keep some order among the devotees. So it's a nice way of handling the situation with Damodar Pandit. So Mahaprabhu tells, you give this message to my mother. Bojana koriyami tumi tahajan baya virahitaha swapna koriman. You know that I come and eat the offerings, but because of external separation, you consider this a dream. So what he's doing, we also have an expression, as it's not the proper expression for this incident, but the expression is kicking somebody upstairs. When somebody, their personal association is too much, then give them a position. Okay, you do this. I'm making you an ambassador for Ireland or something. Then, okay, now you have a nice position, and you're taken care of, and I'm taken care of. So, something like this. So you take care of my mother, and you tell her, you know that I come and eat the offerings, but because of external separation, you consider this a dream. Because Mother Sachi was feeling separation from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, she thought that she was dreaming that her son had come to her. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, however, wanted to inform her that actually it was not a dream. He actually came there and ate whatever his mother offered him. Such are the dealings of advanced devotees with the Lord, as stated in the Brahma Samhita. Premanjana charita bhakti vilochanena santa sadaiva hridayeshu vilokayanti yam shama sundaram achintya guna swarupam govindamari parusham tamaham bhajami. I worship the primeval Lord Govinda, who is always seen by the devotees whose eyes are anointed with the pulp of love. He is seen in his external form of Shyam Sundar, situated within the heart of the devotee. Pure devotees realize dealings with the Lord on the transcendental plane. But because the devotees are still in the material world, they think that these are dreams. The Lord, however, talks with the advanced devotee, and the advanced devotee also sees him. It is all factual. It is not a dream. Anyway, this is called Mahaprabhu's Avirbhav feature, that he's actually, as we heard last chapter, he's always present in 4 places. But he's not always seen by everybody. It's only some people who can see him. One is he's always where his mother is offering food to Nimai. He goes there and eats there. Even though he stays in Jagannath Puri, he goes to there daily when his mother is offering food to him. He's always in Srivas Sangam, where they're chanting Harinam in the house of Haridas Thakur. He's always where Nityananda Prabhu is dancing, and he's always in the house of Raghava Pandit, with the deity worship that Raghava Pandit does. So Mahaprabhu wants to tell his mother that this and this happened, and you thought it was a dream, but it wasn't a dream. It's actually, I go there daily to eat the food that you're offering. And sometimes devotees tell me about dreams, and I make some distinction. Did you dream this in the night or in the daytime? They say. And if they say daytime, then I go, doesn't count. It doesn't count. Daydreams don't count. Night dreams, okay, I'll consider it a little bit. Okay. E maga shankrante tumi randana korila nanabhyanjana kira pita payasa randila. During the last Magh Shankranti festival, you cooked varieties of vegetables, condensed milk, cakes, and sweet rice for me. Keni boga lagaya jabe koila dhyan hamara svorte hoila ashru varila nayan. You offered the food to Lord Krishna, and while you were in meditation, I suddenly appeared, and your eyes filled with tears. Aste byasti amigiya sakale kaila amikai deki tomar sukha upajila. I went there in great haste and ate everything. When you saw me eating, you felt great happiness. Kaneke ashru muchiya shunya dekipat swapna dekilunjena nimai koilabat. In a moment after you had wiped your eyes, you saw that the plate you had offered me was empty. Then you thought I dreamt as if Nimai were eating everything. but actually did eat everything, and the plate was empty. Baya viraha doshaya puna brantik hoila bogana lagailun egyana hoila. In the condition of external separation, you were again under illusion, thinking that you had not offered the food to Lord Vishnu. You thought that the plate was empty. So sometimes that may happen, that you forget. You cook something but you forget to put it on the plate. And then you come back, then you realize afterwards, oh, wait a minute, I didn't make the plate. So, Pakapatre dekila sab ana achebari punaboga lagila stana samskarakori. Then you went to the cooking pots and found that every pot was filled with food. Therefore you again offered the food after cleansing the plates for the offering. So she offered everything to Nimai. He ate everything. And then she was thinking, oh, maybe I didn't put anything on the plate. Emata barbar koriye bojan tomarashuda premi more kore akarshan. Thus I again and again eat everything you offer me, for I am attracted by your pure love. Tomara agyate amiachi nilanchale nikate loya jao ama tomara prema bole. Only by your order am I living in Nilanchala, Jagannath Puri. Nevertheless, you still pull me near you because of your great love for me. And of course, Mahaprabhu was going to Vrindavan, but Mother Sachi told him after he took sannyas, they had that meeting in Advaita Acharya's house, and Mother Sachi said, if you go to Vrindavan, I'll never hear of you again, so please don't go so far away. If you go to Jagannath Puri, we'll always hear of you, because people from Bengal are always going to Jagannath Puri, people from Jagannath Puri are always coming here, so all we have is news of you. Then Mahaprabhu circumambulated her, and then went to Jagannath Puri as she had requested. So then Mahaprabhu says here to Damodar Pandit, who's to relay this message to his mother, only by your order am I living in Nilanchala, Jagannath Puri. Nevertheless, you still pull me near you because of your great love for me. Because Mahaprabhu's elder brother, Vishwambar, left home, took sannyas. So Mahaprabhu was married and he had a young wife, and still he took sannyas and left his mother and his wife, and there was no one really left to take care of his mother. He's only the last son left. Then he had this reason for taking sannyas. And then he left, Vishnu Priya left his mother. So now he wants Damodar to go there and see everything's all right, Damodar Pandit. Emata barbar korea smaran moranama loyatara bandiya charan. Mahaprabhu told Damodar Pandit, remind Mother Sachi in this way again and again and worship her lotus feet in my name. Etako he Jagannathera prashadan anaila matake Vaishnave dite pritak dila. After saying this, Mahaprabhu ordered that varieties of prasadam offered to Lord Jagannath be brought. The Lord then gave him the prasadam, separately packed, to offer to various Vaishnavas and his mother. So then Damodar Pandit will also take care of the Vaishnava community in Bengal. And after some time he can come back to Puri. But Mahaprabhu actually has this, when he sees that Damodar Pandit can criticize him, he says, you're the perfect man for this. Because you're neutral, you won't let anybody get away with anything, and you'll keep the situation very nicely in control there in Bengal. This is what I need. You're the perfect man. So, Tabe Damodar Chali Nadia Aila Matare Miliya Tara Charane Rohila. In this way, Damodar Pandit went to Nadia and Nabadwip. After meeting Mother Sachi, stayed under the care of her lotus feet. Acharjade Vaishnavere Mahaprasadila Prabhurajaiche Agya Pandita Tahacharila. He delivered all the prasadam to such great Vaishnavas as Advaita Acharya. Thus he stayed there and behaved according to the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Damodar age swatantriya nahoy kahar tarabaye sabe kori sankocha vyabhar. Everyone knew that Damodar Pandit was strict in practical dealings. Therefore, everyone was afraid of him and dared not do anything independent. Prabhu Ganejara Deki, Alpa Marjada Langan, Bhakyadanda Kore Kore, Marjada Hastapan. Damodar Pandit would verbally chastise every devotee of Mahaprabhu whom he found deviating even slightly from proper behavior. Thus he established the standard etiquette. This is Eta Kohila Damodarer Bhakyadanda Jahara Shavane Bhage Agyana Pashanda. In this way I have described Damodar Pandit's verbal chastisement. As one hears about this, atheistic principles and ignorance depart. Chaitanya-lila Gambir Kote Samudra Hoite Ki Lage Ki Kore Kehona Paribujite. The pastimes of Mahaprabhu are deeper than millions of seas and oceans. Therefore, no one can understand what he does or why he does it. Ateva Gura Arta Kichwina Jani Baya Arta Koribare Kori Tanatani. I do not know the deep meaning of Mahaprabhu's activities. As far as possible, I shall try to just explain them externally. Ekdin Prabhu Haridas Thakur Tahaloya Goshti Kore Tahare Puchila. One day Mahaprabhu met Haridas Thakur as usual, and in the course of discussion he inquired as follows. Haridas Kali Kale Jovana Par Go Brahmane Himsa Kore Mahadurachar. My dear Haridas Thakur, in the age of Kali, most people are bereft of Vedic culture, and therefore they are called Javanas. They are concerned only with killing cows and Brahminical culture. In this way, they all engage in sinful acts. Ihasavar kon mate hoibe nishtar taharahetu na dekie edukapar. How will these Yavanas be delivered? In my great unhappiness, I do not see any way. Now this is a good question to ask of Haridas Thakur. Haridas Thakur is the Namacharya. But Haridas Thakur was born in a Muslim family. So Mahaprabhu asked him, Yavanas, which would include the Muslims, how will they be saved? I do not know how this can be done. Haridas Kohe Prabhu Chintana Korea Javanara Samsaradeke Dukkha Nabavya. Haridas Thakur replied, My dear Lord, do not be in anxiety. Do not be unhappy to see the condition of the Yavanas in material existence. Yavana Sakalar Mukti Habe Anayase Haram Haram Boli Kohe Namabhas. Because the Yavanas are accustomed to saying Haram Haram, O Lord Ramachandra, they will very easily be delivered by this namabhas. But what they're really saying is Haram, oh, this is not very good. Haram. Haram, oh, why is this happening? This is not so. But Haridas Thakur is saying, they're saying haram, but haram means, oh Lord Rama. So they're calling out the name of Rama. They may not be aware of that, but they're getting benefit by that. Mahapremi Bhakta Kohe Haram Haram Javanara Bhagya Deka Hoy Seinam. It's called namabhas. It's not meant to call Lord Ramachandra, but it's not done offensively, so there's some benefit there. A devotee in advanced ecstatic love exclaims, Haram, Haram, O my Lord Ramachandra, O my Lord Ramachandra. But the Yavanas also chant Haram, Haram. Just see their good fortune. Jajapi anya sankepi anya hoy namabhas tatapi namera teja na hoy vinash. Namacharya Haridas Thakur, the authority on the chanting of the holy name, said, the chanting of the Lord's holy name to indicate something other than the Lord is an instance of namabhas. Even when the holy name is chanted in this way, its transcendental power is not destroyed. Now there's three kinds of chanting. One is namaparad, chanting with offense. Something offensive there, that doesn't give one so much benefit. Then there's what's called namabhas. Namabhas can be said to be inattentive chanting, but it can be chanting without knowing you're chanting, using the holy name to indicate something else. It's not done offensively, but it's not done with love of God. But Haridas Thakur is saying there is some benefit in namabhas chanting. It can give liberation. And because Mahaprabhu was asking, how will the Yavanas be saved? And the highest level is the Shuddhanam, chanting of the Shuddhanam, chanting in love of Godhead. So that is the perfect way of chanting. That is where one is actually chanting the holy name. But even chanting indirectly, without knowing so, there's benefit. Even when the holy name is chanted in this way, inattentively, its transcendental power is not destroyed. Damstri, damstra, to malecha, haramite puna, haramiti puna puna, ukvapi muktim apnoti kim puna shadaya grinan. Even a malecha who is being killed by the tusk of a boar and who cries in distress again and again, haram, haram, attains liberation. What then to speak of those who chant the holy name with veneration and faith? Now, in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, when the word malecha is used, it's usually used to refer to the Muslims. They're called the malechas. But in modern terminology, we could also be called malechas. You know, we're not born into Vedic culture. Malechas are outside Vedic culture. That was the term used for the Muslim, but it could also be generously applied to Westerners. What then to speak of those who chant the holy name with veneration and faith? This refers to an instance in which a malecha, here translated as meat eater, that's why it could apply to Western society. But normally, as I said, malecha and Chaitanya Charitamrita normally will mean Muslim. This refers to an instance in which a meat eater being killed by a boar uttered the words haram, haram again and again at the time of his death. Since this is a quotation from the Nrsimha Purana, this indicates that in the Puranic age there must have been malechas and yavanas, meat eaters, and the words haram, meaning condemn, were also uttered in those days. Thus, Haridas Thakur gives evidence that even a meat eater who condemns something by uttering the words haram gets the benefit of chanting the holy name that the devotee chants to mean, "O my Lord Rama." So Prabhupada maybe heard me, he says, I said, malecha refers to a Muslim, and he says, but this is from the Nrsimha Purana, and it was written before there were even Muslims. So there were malechas in those days, and one malecha was, which means in that sense, meat eater. One malecha outside the Vedic culture was being killed by a boar. He was being pierced by the tusk of the boar, and he was saying, haram, haram, oh, this is really terrible. This is painful, this is terrible. But he's calling the name of Lord Ramachandra without knowing it. Achamil putre bolai, bolinarayan, Vishnu duta, shicharai, tahara bandhan. Achamil was a great sinner during his life, but at the time of death, he accidentally called for the youngest son, whose name was Narayan, and the attendants of Lord Vishnu came to relieve him from the bonds of Yamaraj, the superintendent of death. So people see us and they say Hari Bol or Hare Krishna, or sometimes, not even that, sometimes they just say, oh, there's one of those Krishnas. So they're saying Krishna's name. So they're getting some benefit. This is the point of Haridas Thakur, that people are chanting the name of the Lord unknowingly, and still they're getting benefit. Just like the malecha being killed by a boar's tusk. He's haram. So he's chanting the name of Lord Rama. He's getting benefit. So, because Mahaprabhu asked him, how will the malechas be liberated? Haridas Thakur is saying, this way. They're already chanting the holy names. Maybe not consciously, but they get benefit. Achamil was a great sinner during his life, but at the time of death, he accidentally called for his youngest son, whose name was Narayan, and the attendants of Lord Vishnu came to relieve him from the bonds of Yamaraj, the superintendent of death. Rama Dui Akara Iha Nahebya Bahita Premavache Ha Shabda Tahate Bhushita. The word Rama consists of two syllables, Ra and Ma. These are separated, The word Rama consists of two syllables, Ra and Ma. These are unseparated and are decorated with the loving words Ha, meaning O. Namera kara sa sabera eta swabhava vyabahito hoilena chade apana prabhava. The letters of the holy name have so much spiritual potency that they act even when uttered improperly. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur states that the word vyabahita, improperly uttered, is not used here to refer to the mundane vibration of the letters of the alphabet. Such negligent utterance for the sense gratification of materialistic persons is not a vibration of transcendental sound. Utterance of the holy name while one engages in sense gratification is an impediment on the path toward achieving ecstatic love for Krishna. On the other hand, if one who is eager for devotional service utters the holy name, even partially or improperly, the holy name, which is identical with the Supreme Personality of God, it exhibits its spiritual potency because of that person's offenseless utterance. Thus one is relieved from all unwanted practices, and one gradually awakens his dormant love for Krishna. Well, you could say, well, what does this mean, not partially or inattentively? Well, just listen to many people chanting japa, and you'll have an idea of what is partially or improperly. Namaikam yasya vachi smarana patagatam shrotramulam gatamba shudam vasura varnam vyavahita rahitam tarayati eva satyam tachchedeha dramina janata loba vashandamadye nikshiptam shana palajanakam shigram evatra vipra. If a devotee once utters the holy name of the Lord, or if it penetrates his mind or enters his ear, which is the channel of oral reception, that holy name will certainly deliver him from material bondage. Whether vibrated properly or improperly, with correct or incorrect grammar, or properly joined or vibrated in separate parts. O Brahman, the potency of the holy name is therefore certainly great. However, if one uses the vibration of the holy name for the benefit of the material body, for material wealth and followers, or under the influence of greed or atheism, in other words, if one utters the name with offenses, such chanting will not produce the desired result very soon. Therefore, one should diligently avoid offenses in chanting the holy name of the Lord. And when somebody is given Harinam, they're always given them the book of offenses. Learn these offenses and avoid them. Namabhas hoite hoy sarva papakoi. Namacharya Haridas Thakur continued, if one offenselessly utters the holy name, even imperfectly, one can be freed from all the results of sinful life. Tam nirvyajam bhajaguna nide pavanam pavananam shraddharajam matir atitaram uttama shloka maulim prodyan andakarana kuhare handayan namabanor abhasopi shapayati mahapataka dvantarasim. O reservoir of all good qualities, just worship Sri Krishna, the purifier of all purifiers, the most exalted of the personalities, worship by choice poetry. Worship him with a faithful and flinching mind, without duplicity, and in a highly elevated manner. Thus worship the Lord, whose name is like the sun, for just as a slight appearance of the sun dissipates the darkness of night, so a slight appearance of the holy name of Krishna can drive away all the darkness of ignorance that arises in the heart due to greatly sinful activities performed in previous lives. Namabhas hoite hoy samshara koi. Even a slight light from the holy name of the Lord can eradicate all the reactions of sinful life. Mriyamano harer nama grinan putro pacharitam ajamilopi agadama kim utta shradaya grinan While dying, Ajamil chanted the holy name of the Lord, intending to call his son Narayan. Nevertheless, he attained the spiritual world. What then to speak of those who chant the holy name with faith and reverence? Now, Ajamil didn't immediately gain when he called out for Narayan, actually then he thought, oh, well, I'm calling my son whose name is Narayan, but he's very small. What can he do against these Yamadutas who are very fearsome? But then the Vishnu Dutas came, and they chased off the Yamadutas, and the Yamadutas reported back to Yamaraj, and Yamaraj told them, they said, aren't you the supreme? And Yamaraj told them, you should not approach people who are chanting the holy name. So Yamaraj instructed the Yamadutas that if someone's even a sinner chanting the holy names, don't go after them. So then Ajamil was freed, and then Ajamil, then he went to Hardwar, and then he became involved in devotional service, and then at the end of his life he attained perfection. But the chanting of the holy of namabhas relieved him from the reaction of being dragged off to the court of Yamaraj, the Lord of Death. Namabhase mukte hoy sarvashastra deki Shri Bhagavate tate ajamila saki. Because of even the faintest rays of the effulgence of the Lord's holy name, one can attain liberation. We can see this in all the revealed scriptures. The evidence appears in the story of Ajamil and Srimad Bhagavatam. Shunya prabhura shuka baraye antare punarapi bhange kore puchayeta hare. As Mahaprabhu heard this from Haridas Thakur, the unhappiness within his heart, Shunya prabhura sukha baraye antare punarapi bhange kore puchayeta hare. As Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this from Haridas Thakur, the happiness within his heart increased, but as a matter of course, he still inquired further. Prativite bahujiva stavara jangama iha savara ki prakare hoibe mochana. On this earth there are many living entities, the Lord said, some moving and some not moving. What will happen to the trees, plants, insects, and other living entities? How will they be delivered from material bondage? Okay. Haridas Kohe Prabhu Se Kripa Tomar Stavara Jangamage Koriacha Nishtar. Haridas Thakur replied, my dear Lord, the deliverance of all moving and non-moving living entities takes place only by your mercy. You have already granted this mercy and delivered them. Tumi je Koriacha I Ucha Sankirtan Stavara Jangamera Se Hayata Shravan. You have loudly chanted the Hare Krishna mantra, and everyone moving or not moving has benefited by hearing it. And actually, when we went to Brazil, to the ashram of Rohini Shakti there, Govinda Maharaj told us to do Harinam among the trees. He sent us to do Harinam Kirtan among all the trees so that they could hear. You have loudly chanted the Hare Krishna mantra, and everyone moving or non-moving has benefited by hearing it. Shunya jangamera hoy samsara koi stavara se shabda lage pratidwane hoy. My Lord, the moving entities who have heard your loud Sankirtan have already been delivered from bondage to the material world. And after the non-moving living entities like trees hear it, there is an echo. So sometimes in chanting there's an echo. Pratidwane nahi se koraye kirtan tomara kripare akatya katan. Actually, however, it is not an echo. It is the kirtan of the non-moving living entities. All this, although inconceivable, is possible by your mercy. So sometimes you hear an echo, it's not really an echo. When it's the echo of the holy names, it's the non-moving living entities. They're like trees and rocks. They're chanting the holy name. That's what the echo is. Sakala jangame hoy ucha sankirtan shunya primaveshe nache stavara jangama While loud chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra is performed all over the world by those who follow in your footsteps, all living entities, moving and non-moving, dance in ecstatic devotional love. Jai Shri Koila Jarikande, Vrindavana Jaite, Balabhadra Bhattacharya, Kohi Jache Namate. My dear Lord, all the incidents that took place while you were going to Vrindavan through the forest known as Jarikanda have been related to me by your servant Balabhadra Bhattacharya. So I would like to finish this, but it's getting late, so tomorrow I'll continue. But it's very nice how Haridas Thakur is telling Mahaprabhu of the benefit that all moving and non-moving living entities, malechas, yavanas, any person that normally, they all get benefit. Everyone is getting benefit by the chanting of the holy name. And yesterday, Hari Harai Nama Krishna Jaravaya Nama Jaravaya Maravaya Keshavaya Nama Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Giridhari Gopinatha Marana Mohan Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra Dharanara Shiva Sari Gora Bhakta Vrinda Jai Rupa Sanatam Bhattaraguna Shri Diva Gopala Bhatta Rasa Raguna Jai Gosai Kori Charana Bandhan Jao Ite Vignana Shamishta Puran Jai Gosai Jar Mui Dharadas Dasamar Bada Renu Mora Vanchakras Kadir Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanibas Janame Janame More Abhilas Jai Gosai Jabe Braje Koilabas Radha Krishna Antya-lila Korila Prakas Anande Volo Hari Vanja Vrindavan Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Manjai Aman Shri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma Koriyas Harinam Sankirtana Kohe Naratamudam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Nitai Gora Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajaka Charyashtatara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parabhajaka Charyashtatara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhar Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Sachidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namachari Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Shri Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopal Bhattadasha Raghunath Shad Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Prem Sigo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Ki Jai. Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishvavarenya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Anantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Madhacharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Sokel Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Sevashram Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Ju Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol.
Bhakti Pavan Janarda Maharaj Ki Jai.